Boy, this is really something getting out here. If I can get up this hill, there's a lot of tracks here. Welcome to Retired for Life. I'm your host, Brian. I retired a few years ago after 30 years in a factory job as a machinist in a millwright. I needed to rediscover what life could really be like. When we purchased this property, the house had stood empty for over a year, and the property had been badly ravaged by poor logging practices. Since my retirement, I've been working to renovate the home and restore the surrounding forest to its natural beauty and attract wildlife back to the property. Join me as I learn about nature and working with wood to create the backdrop for this new chapter of our lives. New package to check out. Pretty sure I know what this is, but let's crack it open and have a look. So guess who this package is from? So we have a new trail camera to check out. So this camera is from Voopeak. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure. Sorry if I didn't get that right, folks. But it is the TC08 camera with a solar integrated solar panel in it. So let's have a closer look. Instruction manual. Simple operating instructions. There's the camera. It's quite small, actually, with a solar panel on the top of it. It comes with a 1/4 inch thread in the back for mounting, or you can use a strap. Oh, there is a mounting bracket, cable, and strap. All right, I'm going to have a quick look at the operator's manual on this, and then we'll see what we need to do to get it set up and ready to go. All right, folks, so I went over their kind of quick start manual, and like most cameras, it's really simple to set up. And I've gone to their website and looked specifically at this camera. So Canadian price, it's listed on sale at the moment for $139.99. So it is a 4K Ultra HD camera, and that is at 30 frames per second. It has a trigger time of 0.1 seconds. It has Wi-Fi capability. I like the Wi-Fi capability here. A dual power supply, so it's got this solar cell on the top of it, plus you can put 4 batteries in it, which we are going to do here very shortly. And it has a loop option that I like. So if the micro SD card, which it actually comes with, which is kind of nice, if it gets filled, it will just, you can set it so that it will just continue on, as in it will start overwriting your earliest files on it. I don't want to do that. I am usually out there pretty regularly to check my cameras to make sure that the chip doesn't get full. And this camera is also capable of 100 megapixel photos. Wow, that's really high. Okay, so let's just go ahead and see what we can figure out with the camera. Now there is a little card here inside. Please insert memory card and format the memory card in the camera menu. Yep, that is, as I say, that came with the camera and it is in there. Let's have a look at that card and see how big it is. So this is a 32 gig card that comes with it, and that's fine for the moment because we're going to put this out in place for a week and then bring it back in and have a look, see how much of the memory card was used up, and see what kind of quality video that we get from it. All right, let's put the batteries in and see what we get. And there is something in here, the Solar Wi-Fi Trail Camera app connection. So there is a QR code in here to scan. Okay, let's scan this. So this takes me to an app called Wildlife Cam. So we'll download that. But I'm not going to do that until after we've got the camera powered up and everything set in it. So let's get this turned on. So there is this little plate that we are going to put back in place over top of the batteries. And there is a setup and an on function. So we'll flip this to setup. And there is the very little screen there coming up, but that's fine. I can see the screen, and we want English. All right, folks, so I want to make sure that the battery pack that's in the solar panel itself is fully charged. So I've plugged that in back behind me here, and I've got that charging up. And we've got the menu all set up for everything that I want it to do. We're not going to be using it for photos. I don't usually do that with my cameras. I prefer the video. So I've got all of that set and ready to go. Everything is, the date and time is all in place and that kind of thing. We've got batteries in it. So the only thing that we have left to do is to get the solar cell battery pack charged. So it was at 60% there when I turned it on and looked at the charge in it. So we'll give it a little bit of time to get that battery pack fully charged, and then we're going to take it out and put it in place. All right, guys, we have got the app loaded up, and I am now connected to the camera, and I'll do a couple of screenshots here of what it is I'm seeing on the app. So there is the settings screen right there. The menu is quite a bit longer than that, so you can actually have a look at all the different settings, and it tells you, even tells you the battery life for the AA batteries. All right, so it looks like you can adjust pretty much all of the settings from the app, which is nice. Good to be able to do that without having to try to see anything on that little 2-inch screen, because it is little. And you can also, from this screen, you can actually see what the camera is pointed at. Now, that's one of the screens that I really like. And you can take a test video or a test photo and have a look at it. So the camera is all set to go. Let's get our gear on, get our snowshoes. We're going to need them for where we're going. And we'll see if we can get out to the location where I'm thinking I'd like to put this camera, and we'll get it all set up. All right, folks, we're all set to head out. Now, this is not going to be an easy walk. So we're going to put the snowshoes on, which will help, and we'll get ready to go. All right, guys, we're all set. Let's see how we do. All right, guys, this is not going to be an easy walk. Well, this will take a while, and we'll just take our time. Boy, this is really something getting out here. Well, this looks like a good spot, but I've got to reconsider it. This is way too dense back in here. The solar panels won't do anything. So
We have to keep looking. All right, so we're going to go down this little hill here towards Bowmore. And this is where our stream is and our little piece of corduroy road. I was hoping to see signs of footprints going down through here, heading down towards the bottom of Dragon's Back Hill. But I don't see anything. So that's the floor to the Bowmore cabin underneath there. This is a real slog. All right. We'll keep going here. Well, we're on the Road to Nowhere Trail with the equipment storage yard here on our right and Death Valley on our left. There's lots of tracks, but I want a spot where they come together. So this is the new service road that we're on going back through here. But as you can see, there's a few lines of tracks there, a couple here. They seem to kind of converge together over there. And that's not bad. That even gives us a bit of sun coming through to help with the solar panel. All right, let's set this up and we'll see what happens. All right, that's as tight as I can get those thumb screws. All right, let's turn this on. I'm going to tramp around a little bit in front here just to pack the snow down and help encourage the deer to come out in front of the camera. All right. Hi, camera. Well, snowshoes is the wrong thing to be climbing in, but if I can get up this hill, there's a lot of tracks here. Well, guys, we have slogged it back to our original trail in, and holy mackerel, that has been a slog. All right, we're almost back to the house. We'll finish this up and we'll see you in the studio.
Well, folks, that was really something getting out there and back. That snow is really deep. In places we were up, even with snowshoes on, we were over knee deep. The snow is just so fluffy because it's been so cold. But I think we're just about through that cold now. It's beginning to warm up. Anyway, we've got our camera out there. We're going to give it a week. Then we'll pull it back in and have a look and see what kind of shape the batteries are in and see what kind of quality video that we get from it. I think the only thing I might do is go down with a flake of alfalfa hay and throw it out in front of the camera, just to make sure that we get the message to the deer that there is a new spot for them. All right, folks, thanks very much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see how this camera does in a week's time. So remember to stay safe out there, be good to each other, and we will see you out on the trails the next time.